I stole a $1.3 million car in GTA RP. This is the story of how that went down. Okay, so I decided to do a little bit of crime in the city. So I got out my trusty combat MG, and I headed towards the richest people's area. My plan was to just drive into the driveway of some rich guy, steal his car, and then drive it around the block just to flex on all the NPCs. And then when I get bored of the car, I'll just bring it back, and I'll give it back to you. Just your typical GTA RPG. I found this guy right here. He had two nice cars outside, but I wanted the red one because it looked faster. But when I got close to it, I realized that I actually didn't have enough money to buy this car. So instead, I just stole it. And as soon as I hopped in and started driving away, the owner came running out of his house screaming, "Get back here, you effing piece of S." But I wasn't going to listen to him. So I put my foot on the gas and I sped away from him. This is when my problems began. Because this car was way faster than any other car I've ever driven before. This thing accelerates faster than my motorcycle. So I'm driving through the streets, trying to get away from this guy. And I see a police car up ahead. Normally, if I see a cop, I just pull over and I get a $5 fine. And then I continue on my merry way. But the problem was that this was a luxury car, and cops do untake too kindly to you stealing luxury cars. So instead of pulling over for a $5 fine, they started chasing me. So I put my foot on the gas and I tried to get away from it. And this is when things took a turn for the worst. Because while I was swerving through traffic trying to get away from the cops, I ended up crashing into a biker gang. Now there were only 2 cops chasing me at this point, but now I had like 10 bikers chasing after me. At this point, I knew there was no escape. I should have listened to the owner when he told me to stop. But as I'm running away from these guys, I look back and I see the owner of the car. The cops and the bikers all piled into his car and they all start chasing me together. So now I have like 20 dudes chasing after me. And all I can think about is how I am gone, not die. Like I'm not worried about going to jail. But I didn't want to die because every time you die, you lose all your money and all your items. And I had a lot of money on me. I had 80 grand in cash, and I didn't want to lose all that money. So I turned the corner, and I come across this little dirt road, and I thought to myself, well, this road goes nowhere, so maybe I can lose them on foot. So I jump out of the car, and I start running through the forest with these guys right behind me. And I got TA say it was pretty scary, because there were trees everywhere. And I couldn't see where I was going, and I kept running until I saw a highway in the distance. And once I got to the highway, I figured I could just blend in with all the other pedestrians, and they wouldn't be able to find me. But my hopes were quickly dashed. When I saw all these guys pile out of their car and they start marching towards me, they were all yelling and screaming, "Get back here, you effing thief." And I got TA say I was pretty scared at this point, because I knew that they were gone. Nah, beat me up. So I turned around and I started running back towards the car, and this is when I made a terrible mistake. I opened the door and I got in the passenger seat. Bad idea, because as soon as I did, the owner got in the car and he started beating me up. Punched me so many times that my face was bloody. And then finally he got out of the car and he started berating me. Said, "You're the worst person I've ever met. You're a piece of ass." And then he called me a bunch of other names that I can't repeat. But eventually he got tired of yelling at me and he just walked away. Now at this point the cops left as well, and the bikers were starting to leave as well. So I got out of the car and I started walking away. The whole time I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm probably going to get arrested here pretty soon. Surprisingly, no one even acknowledged that I was there. They all just acted like I wasn't even in the game. So I got to keep the car, and I got to keep my money and my items. It was the best day of my life.